Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Oregon's offense will be the first to dial up all plays in this one. As many good things as the Oregon coaching staff had done, they certainly had the monkey on their back. 0 for 3 against Washington in their first 2 years, all one-score games. They finally got it right a year ago, and you got to think the Dogs are now looking for payback.
Yeah, it was a 28-point beatdown. So they got the monkey off the back. Dan Lanning gets his first win versus Washington. This is always a great rivalry game, and Oregon got the momentum back in this series a year ago, Palmer.
Yeah, they did. They had great balance on offense, too. Remember Dylan Gabriel throwing it and Jordan James on the ground running it, so they're going to look to do a little bit more of that in this one today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. So the Washington Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Williams will pass. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Power football with the run. There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for room. It's Hughes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, If you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Oh, what a caught! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Williams looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making it happen.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, going up top. Caught near the sticks. It's on. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Coleman. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Give to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Williams will pass. It's caught downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That's reeled in. It's Hughes. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's low. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Moore. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Find some fresh air. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running working together. You've had a couple of top-notch.
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off.
Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab down the left side. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Running to the left. Got enough for the first down. Turning it on. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Makes the grab. It's Stewart. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Williams looking for a man. Pulls it in. It's Evans. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got the quick pass. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Base grab. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Spins away from the defender. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some banana.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Creates a little space. Smashes through the tackle. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point...
He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Using his legs, it's Hughes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Stewart. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got it in the middle. It's Benson. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking for room. It's Hughes. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up the first without scoring.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offense.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Washington, 25.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops on and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Williams will pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Off play action. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. That's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A long way to go for this offense. Williams looking for a man. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll run play action. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Good timing on the quick out. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Gonna run it. It's Coleman. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Williams will pass. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll test the right side. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beaten. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Stewart. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. The Ducks will try to convert on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D-end getting that sack.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Sets up the screen. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Complete in the middle. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Washington. And the comeback is on. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now
turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows
lots of room to run. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Quick release by the QB. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Ducks will have it first and 10. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Hughes. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Williams will pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. To the air on 1st down. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback.
No gain on the play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Williams looking for a man. Big fella moving. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches to try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Timeout, Oregon.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports